It's literally a big game, and they play for an axe, that annual contest to see which of these Bay Area schools will reign supreme. And after today, only one will be standing tall like a tree or chopping away at one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the California Golden Bears, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Golden Bears will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense will have the football first. Stanford took the big game the last time these two met, winning a close one.
And I think the big key for them last year was they were the more physical team. They were winning in the trenches. They ran the ball when they had to. Speaking to them this week, David, they know they've got to come out and try to duplicate what happened last season.
Yeah, and there's no secrets. Rivalry games, there's no secrets anyways. There's always a ton of passion, a ton of disdain, a ton of hate. You kind of know the other people. They know you. Who's going to come out here, put it together, and win this rivalry game?
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Stanford wants to push the pace. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Reads it, fires complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with second and 11. Here's the handoff. Got some room entered to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. He's got it down to the 1 yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Cal's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up. And
breaks into the open. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. It's taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, Like, they need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The number one goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
After the run, now to throw. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. And the Golden Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react. from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Stanford going back to work with another first down. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 45. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Stanford quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. After the first down completion, it's second and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans. All the pranks, all the history behind it, Paul.
Yeah, it's really actually...
And the defense, Abe got him at the 27. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. QB draw. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Bears are on the move.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And some room to work. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford. And you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, Dave, and something you'll hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Max Trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Tackled there by the defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. How about this confidence in the running game? And he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. Stanford lines up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
Finds us back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Golden Bears can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
A run for the quarterback. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time. They couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Find some fresh air.
The return is tackled down at the 43, and the California offense will take
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush, playing man coverage in the back end? You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's a pretty good job by this defense, understanding when that QB breaks the pocket, like, I got to have somebody in secondary contained to kind of pursue the quarterback, but everybody starts to move towards where he's working. He's working towards the right sidelines, and there's nowhere to go with the football, and he just floats that thing out of bounds.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got him.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Stanford wants to push the pace.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's open on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, and watch out. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Fights off a defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Running to the left. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Cardinal! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, massive expectations when the axe is on the line, and through 2 quarters, Cal and Stanford have not disappointed. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Cal and Stanford plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He wants to throw it again. He's got the tight end. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lockett. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
The Golden Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Quarterback will keep it. Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
22.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Now, 4th down.
Stanford lines up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Under fire. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field. And it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They've got the screen set up.
And those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Stanford quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
He unleashes a long one. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Cal! They take the lead with the 6.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Liberty. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab at the 10. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Stanford!
In a fourth and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. We'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's York. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Took care of it himself. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Snap in the shotgun. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cal! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, trailing late. They've got to get to work here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick release on the RPO.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Snagged out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Stanford quickly to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Stanford to the line on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Got his man. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Still running at the 40. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
The Golden Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Here we go. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man in the middle. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
High the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone. And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here we go. Back to pass. Now adjusting. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Golden Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. The game is over. Band is not on the field, and it is the sturdy Golden Bears who will come home with a coveted axe after beating Stanford. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.